So the number of women in C-suite roles is on the rise. More than a quarter of those positions are held by women, but the gains for women of color are incredibly low at just 6%.
Yeah, one organization, Ellevator, is hoping to change those numbers. Aisha White is the CEO of Ellevator. She joins us now to talk about what she's doing to help women elevate their careers. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first of all, tell us, what is Ellevator and how does it help women elevate their careers?
So Ellevator is a private membership organization for women of color. And what we do is provide educational resources in addition to networking in order to help women ascend to the C-suite or receive first-time funding.
Yeah, the name L-E-L-L-E,
Yes.
referring to the French name or word for she, which is a great play on the words there.
Thank you.
Why did you create this organization?
I think it's twofold. I think one, because when I was a director, before I ascended to the C-suite, there was no wind at my back. There was no one to tell me about corporate finance or other things that I really needed to know to ascend to the C-suite. And also when I attended a Harvard business program, I learned that that happens for a lot of women of color who are at director. You kind of reach your ceiling and there's nobody to assure that you're going to be, an executive. And I don't want to be the last, even if I'm the first.
So obviously you created a space that is expected to help women. Yes. So what are some of the barriers that you feel generally holding women of color back from elevating in their careers?
I think one of the things is certainly microaggressions. I think implicit bias as well. And also sometimes people just don't think that we belong, right? And so I think those are all things that hold us back. And also the network, right? No one is necessarily instinctually looking out to make sure that we rise.
In a room.
Right, exactly. So we want to change that.
What are some of the hardest or toughest hardships, you might say, you've heard from women as they experience in their career?
I think the biggest thing would have to do with pay, right? The inequitable pay that we receive. And if you think about that over a 10-year period, if you talk about I get paid less $20,000, what that looks like in terms of interest and things over 10 years, that's the difference in between generational wealth for you and your family, right? You could be investing that money, you could be doing so many things. And so I think that's the biggest thing is the inequitable pay. And I experienced that myself. I sued one of my employers, and that's probably one of the backstory pieces as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, we know a lot of employers are getting rid of these DEI initiatives. Talk a little bit about this trend, why we are seeing this, and obviously with an organization like yours, you don't think this is the way to go?
Oh, absolutely not. So I think what we're seeing is people move away from DE&I who weren't invested to begin with, right? This was very much a big topic 2020, 2021 after the murder of George Floyd. And now if you aren't dedicated to it and really seeing the payoff in your own organization, it's easy for you to move away from it. Also, we do have conservative pundits who are invested in dismantling DEI. And so because of that, we see people not investing or continuing with their commitments at this point.
So, and if you're interested, in order to be an Ellevator member, women need to apply. What's the process like?
So the process is very quick. You apply, and you should definitely be between a senior manager and an assistant VP. You apply online, and then there is an interview process, and we talk to you about your goals and where it is that you would like to go, and make sure that there's alignment, because we definitely want women who are looking to be in the C-suite.
Just real quickly, does it matter what industry you're in? Could something like Ellevator be beneficial?
That is a really good question. We are industry agnostic. Our professors, Our professors come from Harvard Business School and other places, and the women that we have helping us in the C-suite roles already are coming from multiple organizations. So we are industry agnostic.
And really quickly here as well, is it difficult for Black women especially once they get into those C-suites? Because the reputation often is that you're the Omarosas of the world.
Oh.
To try to
Okay.
But not to use a bad word there in the name, but I mean that it's a delicate balance to still be professional but not live up to bad stereotypes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's something to play down implicit bias in that regard as well, because every Black woman is not the same, right? There is a strength of any person who's gotten to the C-suite. There is not a lamb, I would say, in the C-suite if it's a man or a woman, but certainly you have to temper your emotions as a Black woman, for sure.
It's a conscious effort.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's something that you learn in Ellevator as well, the way to present yourself.
Good to know.
Well,
All right.
Aisha, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And for more information on Ellevator or to find out how to apply, you can check them out online. The information is right there on your screen.